good for Infused. But here we go then. This is VanillaTV with the Esports Heaven Angels Cup final between Infused and Epsilon. ABC Tuesday bringing it to you, and Arx is going to run a 2-0.
Okay, well, as the teams make their way slowly to this midpoint, well, very slowly indeed. Okay, Demo Man of numlocked is in the point now. Both demos in the same position, really. Just waiting for the soldiers to arrive now. Soldier has jumped up the top. That's Mike. He's gone quite aggressive. Cookye does get taken down by Extremer. Other soldier of Hats also jumped in aggressive, but there's loads of players surrounding him. He somehow manages to jump up over onto Knox, but Knox takes him down. And Infused trying to play this a lot more aggressively. However, they are losing their players here, and they only have their medic and scout and their demo alive. I thought the scout was actually going to go down. Now Dunc's actually trapped with that medic, getting stickied off by the demo man. He has made it partially out. Soldier's jumping up to try and get a final rocket over on the demo, and Dunc does get his Uber. Now Epsilon did use their Uber a little earlier, so they yeah, I was going to say they're probably not going to stay out. Oh, numlocked actually jumping over aggressively to try and get that medic, but he's just firing over on the demo man at the moment. Scouts also trying to take him down. Might get him here. Extremer does go down, and this midpoint is still openly contested. Walter's coming over onto the medic now. He gets sniped by Cookye. Didn't see him running sniper, but Infused winning the midpoint.
Yeah, Infused, I was going to say, seemed to be sitting really far back at first then. But and it was Epsilon doing most of the damage because Infused looked like they were coming in one at a time. So the soldier went in and then the scout went in, and they all seemed to get isolated. But as it seemed like as the Epsilon players turned around to deal with the bombing soldier, Infused all moved forward together, which was better play. We didn't see that last week. And now they took that middle point, and now they're pushing on to last really quickly, Arx. Dunc, 80% Uber, F2 already got his. Let's just see if this sniper can get a pick on anyone. They would have been called. Obviously, someone needs to open that door for him. If they can. As Gear came in, he gets taken down.
Dunc down.
But Dunc went down. He didn't have that Uber, but now, unless Cookye can still get that pick, I watched it, nothing happening. Infused are going to have to fall out, Arx.
Yeah, they are going to fly out of here. Now they've changed their sniper back to a scout because they know that this is a time when they can be pushing. Gear will probably be on the spawn ready to watch the back cap, so you're just going to expect the rest of the Epsilon team to make their way out. Fishy has taken down Stefan there, though. And yeah, we do have Gear sitting over on last. Infused, they are still sitting back. They do have that sniper, and he is out in the open, so Epsilon have got a bit of a risk if they push out if that medic gets sniped. Which also is going to mean they're going to have to use their Uber. So if Infused are falling out now, they're going to have an Uber advantage ready to push back in reasonably shortly. Yeah,
well said, Arx. They will have their Uber way before now. It's questionable and arguable whether they really needed that there. And they've gone defensive straight away. They're defending at the back of the point, building as fast as they can there. Only at 40%, Dunc already at 85%. It's going to be interesting, really. It looks like Cookye's still running sniper, by the way, as he takes down Extremer. Will we see Infused come in now, quickly, just try and get some time on point before they even have the Uber? Well, they've got it now, and they are getting time on point. It's just a scout, and already numlock's up top, sticking them off. They could see if they can push through all the way through here. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to have any real advantage. They're trying as fast as they can. F2's already got it. It's not going to make a difference in the end. Let's just see if Infused can do any damage here, really, Arx, before they intend to recycle. But numlocked and Fishy goes down. This could work in favour of Epsilon again.
Yeah, it looks like Dunc's going to get taken down by a scout. Walters gets him there. Numlocked going down was a big loss for them. And Epsilon still with 6 players alive. They've got a nice ×3 on this point, and they're probably going to push very quickly over to middle. There is just one scout there. He is actually flanking... No, he decided against it. I was going to say he's flanking the medic in behind in that little house bit. But surely Epsilon, they don't have their demo man, so maybe they're just going to take it a bit slower, and also Infused are getting those forward spawns. So looks like Epsilon comfortable just to sit back, defend, wait for the rest of their players, and well, they've got an Uber advantage, so they might as well wait for that.
Yeah, one of the slower maps sucks, so they will be taking it easy. But though that said, they have seemed slightly rattled so far, and Infused seem to be a little bit more on their game today as they now come in. Extremer takes down Cookye. I think he was still running sniper. He was running sniper, in fact, and Infused have opted to defend at the bottom of the ramp. Fisher goes down as well. Uber has been popped by Epsilon. Well played by, I think that was Hat that forced that in the end. If Dunc can stay alive here, they will be able to hold that second point, and they're still building at the back. Let's just make sure Infused don't lose any more players. Numlocked goes down as well. as Epsilon all come flying in now. Mike can't really go down here. wltrs went down. Maybe you saw that shot, Arx.
Yeah, cookye from the spawn shot him down. I actually thought it was the medic that he'd got there, but then I saw the player. It wasn't quite deserving of the wow, but still a nice shot. In the meantime, Infused have pushed out just to block that capture. It has worked. I'm a bit surprised that Epsilon couldn't manage to take that 4th point. But well, Epsilon are just going to go back to middle again, taking it very slowly, very cautiously.
Yeah, they're going to have a huge advantage again. As Hat comes flying in, gets rocket up in the air, missed their shot, gets taken down by the pistol of Schocky in the end. It was, well, close, but not good enough, I'm afraid, and they don't have that Uber. Let's just follow cookye again and see if he manages to get a shot on anyone. Gets taken down by wltrs, sniper and sniper. It's probably 1-0 to wltrs in the sniper battles then. And Epsilon leaving their scout to cap that 2nd point, and they push through below them and are coming up behind. Uber has been popped by both teams, but in the end, Infused slightly behind, and dunc was so weak. Luckily popped that just in time. I think they're going to manage to hold on to it, Arx.
Well, Epsilon still, oh, that was a big kill on Extreme. F2 also going down. Numlocked coming behind, taking down 3 players before he gets finished off. And that is going to prompt Infused to push out here to their 2nd point. Great play by Numlocked there. There is just the sniper sitting out in the yard. A soldier's also going to come over and jump and see what he can do. The medic is out there, but he's not going to be able to get anywhere near him. He's going to have to surely retreat. But the sniper's actually going really aggressive. He really wanted that shot over on dunc there. Didn't get it. I guess it allows him to change class. But yeah, Infused taking their 2nd point back.
Yeah, fast map play so far. It's good to watch. Infused, well, it's to and fro really. I can't even say who's playing better at the moment. I was going to mention that if Epsilon had decided to sort of like go more aggressive then, a lot of the Infused players were really weak. Hat was so weak. He was behind the fence waiting for dunc. Did you just see him sitting there?
I didn't see him, but I saw...
Oh, sorry, Arx. Infused to pop their Uber as they come through the choke point, but no one's there. The FC team are all the way back. I'm just trying to find out where exactly they are. Streamer's being called. He was by a big med pack. He gets taken down. And now FC come back to middle and pop their Uber in return. Let's just see if Infused manage to get away. Any players away here? Even neither team making the most of it, Arx.
Yeah, I think in Epsilon's case, they had almost a free Uber. As in they knew that Infused had lost theirs, and so they didn't really lose too much of an advantage. You're talking 25%, and well, halfway through a push, you're going to have that Uber back. So they just thought, I know, maybe we'll use the Uber, and that way we're giving up our advantage, but we're not being at a disadvantage as such. But saying that, Infused pushing very aggressively here. Dunc's been building his Uber this time a lot, up to 90%. Epsilon also building theirs. I don't think they're going to be able to push this before Epsilon get their Uber. But, well, Infused again, they are over on this 4th point and shortly going to be making this push into last.
Yeah, Knox running heavy. I'm sure everyone noticed that. I heard it as well. He's running heavy on top of the point. Sniper as well. Uber has been popped by Infused. They're going to have to fall out and recycle, make sure no one comes in behind him. F2 took quite a lot of damage in the end before he popped it. Guess he was just playing the game. Fisher goes down. Infused looking like they want to come in the left side. They're not going to be able to get past that heavy there. Wouldn't advise it, and they've lost 3 players in the meantime. They need to be careful here. Make sure they don't lose any more. And Epsi, are we going to see them push out Arx? Let's just see if the sniper manages to get a shot. Is wltrs going to get a shot on anyone? No, he doesn't. They've managed to get away, and they've gone all the way back to mid. Happy to go back and just rejoin their damage dealers. And still pretty good play by both teams at the moment.
Yeah, it is very even, very back and forth. You can say it's good defending, or you can say it's poor pushing. There's always, you know, half full, half empty scenarios here. Epsilon, I'm actually surprised that Infused didn't try and defend that 4th a bit more aggressively. Epsilon had changed, well, they were running no scouts basically. So they struggled to push out, and it took them a long time to get there. And I think the Infused players had spawned, and maybe they could have pushed in and sort of put some pressure on those early arrivers.
So we see now cookye and wltrs having a little bit of a one-on-one. cookye taking down wltrs as he says that. That's like the commentator's curse there. Another heading onto the scout as well. He's going to be have to be careful, and it's prompted to push Arx. Infused coming in, Mike going flying in. He's on top of that hut. Both teams pop their Uber, and Infused will have an advantage. F2 in the Extreme is sitting quite aggressive. He's been stickied off here. He goes down, and Infused, the soldiers come behind, He's got taken down in the end, really close there, and Epsi are 3 players down, 4 players down. Hack goes down. Infused couldn't capitalise on this. Can this be 1-0 to Infused? We're going to see.
I tell you what, that was horrendous by Extremer, and great play by Cookye. The demo man wasted 8 stickies trying to kill the sniper, who just ran around dodging those stickies. And think of the damage output that those stickies could have done if they had been on anyone else or connected with anyone. Cookye also getting another shot onto Extremer. Bit of salt in the wound there. But Epsilon, Infused struggling to push in here a bit. There is a scout putting a lot of pressure on them. And Dunc's nearly gone down, and he's got 90% Uber. He's going to have to fall out. Cookye trying to do what he can as a sniper against a soldier. Doesn't manage to connect a headshot with him, and actually Hack goes down in the process. But here we go. They have their Uber. They've got a demo man. There's only a sniper with them, that they really need to wait for someone else to arrive. They did just lose that soldier, so I think Infused itching to just get in there before Epsilon get their Uber. But they haven't got the players yet.
Yeah, as you said, that wltrs has switched from sniper to spy.
Uber's forced.
Uber has been forced, and wltrs is probably going to run back to spawn. He's gone back to scout as he says that. Time on point for Infused. Gets taken down straight away as Mike comes flying in, takes down F2. Advantage gone. Well played there, well played. And this could be, again, another chance for Infused to have another go at this. They're going to have to build. Are we going to see wltrs switch back to spy again? No, we're not. As he's dancing around, he's getting some hits on the sniper. He's just causing trouble there at the moment. I'm still following him. Still dancing around below. He's come back up behind a scout. Takes down Fisher. He's onto the medic of Dunc.
Wow.
Gets taken down just in time by a Hat. So that's what happens when a good scout just causes problems and you do not deal with him. And now this could be Infuse's time to just build and well, keep on going. But as Mike goes aggressive, more time, more spam onto F2. It's a loud gear to come through as well. Surely Infused are going to get this one, Arx.
Yeah, their snipers just having pot shots at them all the time. In comes an Ubered scout and an Ubered soldier trying to do the damage, but there's a heavy there, and oh, they do manage to take him down. And actually, we did have the medic over capturing the point with a scout. So finally, after well, 12 minutes or so, we have a point on the board, and it's in favour of Infused.
Yeah, 1-0 the score in favour of Infused. You probably wouldn't have predicted it at the start of this match based on last week's results, but there we have it. Can they keep up the momentum? We're going to find out. As now, it looks like Extremer was quite quickly there to middle. One of the scouts has gone behind. Arx will keep an eye on him. One of the soldiers got behind as well. Scouts coming behind Extremer, take him down. One of the soldiers comes in as well. Extremer knocks an F2 down for Epsilon, and Infused are getting time all over the point here. Let's just see if Dunc doesn't manage to dodge the rocket. He goes down as well, and it's only going to be Stefan left up, or Schocky left up for Epsi. He is taken down very briefly. 6 players down for Epsi, and it's only going to be Knox who's going to put up any sort of resistance, but they do not have their scouts there. Going to be a delayed capturing of point 3. But again, great play by Infused, and Cookie's running sniper again, Ops.
Yeah, so maybe they have sussed out Epsilon, realised how to take them down on these mid-fights. That was a very interesting push from Infused. It was kind of an aggressive flank, and I think they realised that the longer the fight goes on, the more comfortable Epsilon feels, so they just need to all kind of get forward at the same time, and it's working for them. And also the sniper versus sniper play, even though they're kind of cancelling each other out, exchanging kills, maybe that's helping them out more than we'd first see, because it means that Epsilon haven't got their usual 6, they haven't got their 2 scouts, and maybe that's just helping them some way.
It slows play down as well. It's like almost like Ham and Heavy. People are a little bit more cautious, don't you agree?
Yeah, I do. I think also the fact that Infused, Epsilon, if there's a sniper out and about, they have to be in positions which maybe they don't want to be in, like hiding behind a wall or something, rather than facing them head on. So maybe they'd rehearse places where they're going to stand to defend, and they just can't stand in those locations because of that sniper intimidation, which is it might just be throwing their whole routine out in the water.
There we have it. Extremely gets taken down by Cookye. This could again prompt the push. That's the demo down. Let's just see if they can make the most of it again.
You'll probably see. Sorry to interrupt. You'll probably see Epsilon just push into them with this Uber now. Yeah, there we go. They did that because without the demo man, they just want to get the Ubers out, go in with the 2 soldiers together really strong, and now they'll come back and regroup and try and hold the defense. Is it going to work though?
Well, Infused have managed to get some players into the point, but they did lose quite a few. F2 gets taken down by cookye. Big loss there. He takes down Gear as well. cookye rocking Epsilon up at the moment. And again, could this see Infused push back in?
Yeah, surely you're going to see Infused come and contest this middle. That Scout's getting a tiny bit of time on the point, but with Infused getting those forward spawns, they're surely going to come in before Epsilon do get that cap out. We do have Hat jumping aggressively, gets a lot of damage on the soldier, takes him down. Scout returns a lot of damage onto him, but in comes numlocked now. Extreme are caught, he's taken down, and only one Scout escaping. Also, Infused having the 70% Uber, 60% advantage. They'll probably be pushing in quite quickly, but they've got a vulnerability for this back cap.
Yeah, Walter's running sniper again, boys and girls, and he took a shot to the face, common courtesy of cookye. Cookye there, he's doing well at the moment. Has allowed Infused now to come on to this second point. One of the scouts came down to meet and greet him, so they fell back straight away. Walters finally takes down cookye, but they have managed to get that forward point area. And they have popped their Uber, in fact, they popped it really early. F2 pops it in return. They're going to have a Uber advantage of about, I don't know, like say 10 seconds is not really going to make that much difference. Let's just see if Infused can lock them in though. They need to make sure they deal with any Roman sort of like, I call them silly bugger scouts, just like causing trouble, not really doing much. Like Doolittle raids in World War II. that the Americans did. They just do nothing. They just float around, and it's like intimidation, which is exactly what they want. That's exactly what you want your scouts to do. But both teams building quite fast. Neither team is going to have any advantage. We haven't seen crits yet, Arx.
No, I was thinking about 5 minutes ago that F2 had a perfect opportunity to change the crits. He would have had a nice advantage over them, but both teams sticking with Ubers, and that's okay. Crits is just an alternative. Right, let's have a look, because we do have that sniper still intimidating them from both teams. We do have a cookye wants a heal before he goes back in. Just having a look, Walter's playing quite aggressively. He does have support from the rest of his team, but again, Walter's now, it's his turn. He wants to get an overheal before he goes back in. And actually, no, he's gone back and changed the scout. Maybe Epsilon are fancying a push.
Yeah, Knox is going to need a heal. We're talking about players that need heals before they can do it. They're sitting very far forward, like they do want to push. It could be interesting to see what happens if one of the Infused soldiers tries to jump over. As they pop their Uber, Extremer goes down, and FC players could be caught here. There is a back cap. Mike and numlocked going back. It is a scout. Well played to the scout. I'm not sure exactly who it is. It was Walters. It's drew some of the players back, and that may have saved Epsi there, Arx.
Yeah, it's put them in a great position. Kind of a great position. I was going to say they have lost a lot of players, and F2's taking quite a lot of damage. Cookye also gets a shot, another shot on Extremer. He's going to be raging by now. Infused, trying to push in here. There is still Gear and Schocky, Stefan Schocky or whatever his name is, on there. He's not going to be able to do much, and Infused are going to take this second round 2-0 with just under 12 minutes remaining.
Well, what you said, Arx, before the game, running sniper, it's paying dividends right now, because that's the difference between the two teams, in my opinion. Extremer is being rugged up by cookye at the moment, and well, it seems to be working. 2-0 the score, just under 11.5 minutes remaining. Let's just see what happens with round 3.
Okay, so over onto the mid-fight. Epsilon playing a bit more aggressive now. They had a scout jumping over near the point. Infused look like they're doing pretty much the same thing. Soldiers jump really aggressively. Does get taken out of the air by Stefan there. And in fact, Infused still pushing aggressively. I think Epsilon are a bit rattled here. They are losing a lot of players though. Numlocked needs to survive, and he is very weak. There's a scout putting a lot of pressure on him. Dunc's also really weak. Scout's going to come in surely and clean up. We've just got Numlocked alive, hiding behind the house. He's not going to be able to do anything. And Epsilon taking this mid quite commandingly with their Uber still intact.
Yeah, 6 players down for Infused as well. What I think happened there is that was the old tactic which we see Epsi do on Badlands last week. They were waiting for Mike to come flying in, or Hat, I'm not sure who it was, I think it was Mike. And what they did, it just allowed some of the players to go behind. Uber has been forced by Mike, just speak of the devil, has been forced, so that advantage gone. Are they going to still try and push through? Epsilon at the front door waiting to come in. Are they going to come? They think they are. They're just checking out where Infused is sitting. but Infused haven't got enough of their damage dealers up at the moment. Heavy's up, Fish is running heavy, time on point, someone needs to go and block it, but they're not going to manage to do it. So there we go, 2-1, and that round was just under a minute. So the difference in the speed of this map shows again, and now could this be the turn of Epsi to take control?
Well, see, that's what happens if you try to defend a last push with no soldiers. Mike, or, well, one of the soldiers, I'm not sure who, jumped out, forced the Uber, the other one just wasn't needed there, but both of them went out to try and do it. And he had a heavy sniper, medic and demo on last. They were never going to, they couldn't control anything in the air, they had no splash damage either, and they just got absolutely rocked up. So now Infused going to try and get the momentum back in their favour. A lot of damage going out, Knox gets taken down, but also Hat. One scout, who's that scout on the point? It's Stefan jumping around causing so many problems for them here. And Infused taking a lot of damage. Dunc's also gone down, Mike's also gone down, Fishy down, and we're just left with Cookye and numlocked. Numlocked's getting juggled around like crazy. He goes down and, oh, that was unlucky for Cookye, coming in behind them. Uber, though, has been forced and, well, yeah, Epsilon carrying this now.
Yeah, numlocked came flying in from the back actually, and he put some stickies on F2, and it did force the Uber. But I don't think it's going to be enough again this time. I was going to say at the beginning they seemed rattled. That's Epsi, that is. But it could be interesting to see what Infused opt again. They're still running Cookye as sniper. One of the soldiers came flying in. That was Hat. He finished off by F2 in the end. I'm not exactly sure how.
He got F2 as well.
Oh really? I must have missed that. I just saw Hat finished off by F2. But Epsilon looking like they going to get that forward point. They're going to have to wait for F2 Arx.
Yeah, they will. It's only because their scout and their soldier, wltrs and Knox, both sitting there reasonably weak. They might have just tried to go in, but they would have to wait for their medic to come just to get everyone the overheal. And it does look like Infused pushing up a bit aggressively. They want to get that sniper into play, and he is over on that balcony area. And let's just have a look to see if the Infused team, Epsilon team hold their ground here, or if that sniper's going to intimidate them so far back. See, their flank is coming in. Actually, they might be going for a back cap here. I think it has been seen. Two scouts are running behind. There's one soldier there. He gets instantly annihilated, and Epsilon are going to take this back cap. Soldiers jumping in to try and stop it. Doesn't manage to take it. And great play by two scouts and a soldier there flanking from the side. Epsilon read that situation perfectly.
Yeah, well played. They knew that Infused wouldn't have that scout to go back. So in the end, it was I think it was Mike who was the first soldier, or either way, both soldiers had to go back. I think this could be a pause. This could be a pause. Both soldiers got, as you said, annihilated by both scouts, probably meat-shotting them, all of them. But in the end, it was good. Well, good vision, really. Good vision. You don't really always see the back caps, and this being quite a close quarters map, I would consider it close quarters anyway. Distance between the points on, say, the last and second. I reckon it's shorter than Granary, really. And Granary's quite close, really, compared to like last and second.
It was quite a risky little flank there, because I mean, you did have a soldier backing them up, and that soldier was key to allowing those two scouts to come in, because there was a soldier covering that position, and in that close little corridor, the close quarters area there, he would have got a lot of splash damage over onto those scouts and maybe killed them both. I would have put 50-50 on him actually taking them both down there, but because that soldier jumped in as well, the defending soldier had to back off a little bit, and as the scouts just push around aggressively, you just don't have enough rockets to take them down. And well, yeah, that was pretty much it. It was just great play. They knew exactly what they're doing, and they knew it early as well, because that soldier and the two scouts were preparing for that for quite a long time.
Yep, as we just wait for this pause finish, I'm not sure who dropped, but it brought it back anyway. It is 2-2. As it starts on pause, we'll see who dropped now. So this is going to be round 5, just 7.5 minutes remaining. Let's just see if Infused can steady the ship. They rode the storm now. Let's just see if they can get some points back on the board and basically regain no momentum marks. As now we see them coming up again, and looks like slightly more defensive Arx.
Yeah, I think it was numlocked to drop there because he hasn't yet made it into middle. Which I guess, no, you know what, I don't know, but oh, there he is. He was over on the side. Infused doing a good job here. They pushed really aggressively, and then in a controlled manner, they kind of backed off, invited Epsilon to come, and only some of their players moved forward, and then just pushed back at them and cleaned that up. So leaving a scout over on last, and they're making their way over to this 4th point.
Yep, it looks like Infused are not hanging around either. They're going to come straight in. One of the scouts gets taken down. Just watching out for a back cap. Uber has been popped by Infused, and F2 as well. I didn't see the F2 one go. Nice shot by Mike on Knox as he tried to jump away. I'm not sure if anyone else saw that, but that was sweet. Infused are coming through as well. They're not hanging around. 4 players down. Is this going to be the turn of Infused to get another point on the board, Arx?
Well, yes, with 6 minutes remaining, I think they're going to do it. Demoman did jump over onto the point, but Infused taking a very quick round there. 6 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. Are Infused going to slow it down, or are they going to push more aggressively?
I think they should do exactly what they did again there. That seemed to work really well. They did go aggressive, you're right. They fell back to a more defensive position, but it invited Epsilon out to come and meet them Arx. And let's have another look again at middle and see what they do differently.
Yeah, Epsilon playing very, very defensive. Oh, there we go. 1 soldier jumping up. Didn't meet them at exactly the same time. 2 soldiers of Infused jumping over here, and I think they might get taken down quite quickly. Numlock's also down, so this isn't going well for Infused at all. They've got to rely just on their scouts and the medic, and then, while they do have good scouts, I think it's asking a bit too much here. However, Extreme has gone down. Oh, Fishy doing a lot of damage here. Maybe their 2 scouts are enough. 1 soldier jumps over, manages to take the medic. Well, should I say the scout managed to take him, and they're still fighting, but I think that's probably the end when Fishy is forced out at this point by soldier, medic, and scout combo. Yeah,
big call to hang around the middle. It's still Schocky versus Fishy there. In the end, Knox came and helped him out. But big call to stay around the middle area with the 2 scouts and medic there, Arx.
Yeah, I think they were hoping for the Uber, and then maybe the rest of their team would get in there quicker because the players did die earlier. But you're right, and again, they've sent Hat out to try and take down, well, force that Uber or take down the medic. That hasn't worked, so now they've got to rely on Cookye here as a sniper shot, but he has been seen, and those soldiers putting so much spam, they should just be able to walk through this door. Cookye forced backwards, at least for now. And surely, I think the Epsilon medic's just going to Uber very early, and they're going to make a push.
Yeah, let's just see if Infused to hang on. They are running heavy, a lot of focus fire. It's going to come up. Epsilon do pop their Uber, 2 scouts and points. Someone's going to have to go down and block. They has. He's delayed it for now. Dunc has gone down. He's gone down. I was going to say he's really weak. Another scout on point. Another scout comes in to block. And in the end, it's not going to be enough. 3-all the score. 4 minutes remaining. Are we going to see a golden cap, maybe?
Well, we did have 2 rounds there in 3 minutes. But equaling the score 3-3, so we could be on for a golden cap. But we'll just have to see how these 4 minutes go. We could get another 2 or 3 rounds in at this rate. Yeah,
pretty much we could actually, and that would be good. Let's just see if we see anything different now. They seem to have really quite standard plays on this, both of them. I mean, really similar plays as well. One of the soldiers on Knox is up top. He's going to have to get taken down. He's blown away. But it looks like, again, at the moment, FC seems to be a little bit more together as now they start to move forward. Demoman of Streamer and F2 coming in, but wltrs got taken down. F2's fallen back and left Extreme to take care of it, and he's just rocked up by Cookye. And that was 6 players down for FC, really briefly.
I didn't think they were going to manage it. I didn't think that Infused were going to take that middle. It did look like their players were pushing forward, getting very weak, falling back to the medic, hoping to get a heal, but there's so many other players who needed a heal as well, and well, Dunc somehow managed to control the situation. Does put the ball in favour of Infused right now. There is a scout trying to push out and push them back, and actually this is working out very well. Numlocked gets taken down. Cookie's going to have to fall back quite quickly here. Oh no, actually, Infused have come in from the flank, controlling this 4th capture point quite well, and I think they're going to take it.
Yeah, they do have that big Uber advantage. It's going to be about 60% by the time, well, okay, about 50% by the time they get to the door. Theirs is going to be 60% by the time they get to the door, I mean. But Knox running heavy, so they're opting to go full out defense. Here we go, Uber's been popped early, scout goes flying onto the point. Soldiers there, you have to run away. The rest of the players haven't come in, Arx. Could that be wasted? A lot of the players are weak, the damage dealers are weak. That's sort of a wasted chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the idea was there. It looked like they wanted to Uber a scout in to try and kill the medic. But, you know, I really didn't get that at all. And I think the comments on Source TV as well, no one really understood what went out there. They didn't kill anything, no one really died. They just kind of ran in, flashed their Uber at them like, yee-hee, and then ran away.
Well, Epsilon running that sniper and running heavy, they're not going to be able to push out. Are they opting to take the free all and go to golden cap? We are going to see, but surely Infused are going to have another go at this. They've got to. No one's running spy. It's just going to be equal Uber, so it's going to really come down to who pops it first and the better damage dealers. I'm sorry to say, I might have to go with Epsi right now.
Yeah, another reason they might have forced that ran in with that Uber to try and bait Epsilon to come out, and then they could have gone for a flank on last or something. But really, does anyone think that they would do that? Surely they were going in to try and get a kill. Anyway, Infused, actually it makes sense for them to waste a bit of the clock here. There they go, the 2 scouts going in. So maybe that's what they were originally trying to do. They have forced the Uber, and Infused, actually, their other scouts just gone in as well, and got himself killed. 1 minute remaining on the clock. It's still a good position for Infused to be in, because there's not really enough time for Epsilon to push out and win the game. So now it's up to Infused to win, or, well, Epsilon settle for a draw.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. They left it so there was enough time not to get all the points, actually. So there's definitely not going to be enough time. We might see another push. I haven't seen sort of like a standard push in a while. I mean, you know, everyone coming through like the main door or something.
Last 30 seconds here.
Last 30 seconds. That's one of the soldiers coming in onto the sniper of wltrs. That heavy still rocking everyone up as they approach the point. Infused are not going to do it at this rate, and Medic and numlocked, dunc and numlocked.
They've got their Uber. They may as well push this with 15 seconds left. Are they not looking at
the
clock?
He's reloading Arx. Now he's coming back in. Now Uber has been popped. They got to get some stickies onto that heavy. And
just got to walk
F2,
on the point.
Yeah, F2 is Ubered in return, and they're not going to have enough time. 1 second remaining. There we have it. So it's 3-all. I think we are going to golden cap. So this is VanillaTV. You're watching the Esports Heaven Angels Cup final between Infused and Epsilon. 3-all the score, and we're going to go to golden cap and Snakewater, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Well, they have just changed the time limit to 10 minutes, so it is going to be a standard ETF2L style golden cap. I think in the other tournament they had it as 5 minutes. So in case anyone is listening doesn't know how this is going to go down, we are going to play a single round. Winner takes all. There's a time limit of 10 minutes. Whoever controls the midpoint after 10 minutes, assuming that nobody captures the other team's final points, whoever is controlling that mid will be victorious. And it's a good system.
Yeah, it does prompt. It means we have beaten people before in the past by getting that middle area.
We've also lost it because there's a bit of a strategy thing, which is when the time starts getting low, would you make a push and risk failing it and the other team comes out and caps mid? Or do you sit on your middle and try and defend? You know, if no team is captured within this 10 minutes, which let's say doesn't have, well, happens about 25% of the time or so, then you do see a little tactical battle going for this mid. You'll see teams who you think would be pushing, not pushing, or it all gets a bit crazy in the last few minutes if it gets to that stage.
Yep, so as the teams go ready, one of them got ready. We really need to have that on Source TV. Like, so we can see what team goes ready. It'd be really useful. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe it's just the HUD I'm using. Maybe someone correct me again if I'm wrong. But anyway, so it is going to be going to golden cap. Would you have put money on that at the beginning, Arx?
No, definitely not. I thought Epsilon would roll it. Basically, they just looked so comfortable in the last game that they played. I don't think many people would have bet on Infused to tie this map up.
Well, yeah, same as I wouldn't have put money on Infused getting 3 rounds, I'm afraid, let alone taking it to golden cap. I know.
Yeah, good point.
Well, it's not a biased view, it's just from what we saw last time, so hats off to them. They've obviously changed it up, and it seems to have worked. Let's just see if they can capitalise on it, though, and capitalise on not eliminating this map, which I would have probably done.
Yeah, true. The thing is that while we're talking down, saying, oh, we didn't expect Infused to do this, these are the top 2 teams in Europe. We're not talking, oh, this is number 1 and number 10
Careful
or something.
now. Careful now, no names.
No names?
No team names. Don't want to insult anyone.
I don't know, but let's just think that we've had 4 finals with these 2 teams involved. It kind of sums up the scene at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we should probably give them credit for that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But the thing is that while we've always had, well, for a long period of time, except for maybe a year ago or so, we had two teams, and that was pretty much what TF2 in Europe has been for a while. There's been two top teams and a lot of other teams who can steal.
Here we go.
Oh,
yeah,
yep.
We'll come back. So, again, welcome back. If you are rejoining us, this is VanillaTV Esports Heaven. Final between Infused and Epsilon. Snakewater Golden Cap. 3-all after normal time. And again, Arx retaking you to middle.
Okay, let's see if any team goes aggressive or if they're going to sit down and be passive. It looks like they're playing, well, Epsilon playing quite aggressively here. Scout has put a lot of damage over onto numlocked. He does actually manage to take him down. Epsilon nearly wiping out Infused so quickly here. Medic's also gone down. There's just one soldier sitting up top. He's going to get cleaned up by Knox. And Epsilon keeping their medic alive. They're going to have 100% Uber advantage. They've got, well, both of their scouts alive, so they're going to capture this 4th point very, very quickly. And this could be over in a matter of seconds.
Oh my gosh. What a time to go aggressive and just obliterate the enemy team. It could possibly be one of the fastest golden caps I've ever seen. I always see stalemate golden caps or something, you know, really that's something that takes right into the last minute before anyone willing to do anything. Infused obviously opting to go heavy, running heavy straight away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Epsilon actually dilly-dallying in my opinion a little bit, and it's given chance to Infused to set up. They have popped that Uber. He is going to go into that heavy. Heavy still taking a lot of the fire. Can Infused pull it out of the bag and defend it? Fisher goes down. Not looking like it. And Infused is stuck in that corner at the moment. They need to get out of that corner. It's not going to be enough. Scout on point. Demo comes around to try and block it. But there we have it. So Epsilon taking the first map on Snakewater with a Golden Cap win. This is VanillaTV with the Esports Heaven Angels Cup final. ABC Tuesday. And, well, we're going to be going to Gullywash, I believe, Arx. I think I said earlier, Gullywash. Might be wrong.
I think so. We'll see when the map changes. It's probably going to change reasonably shortly, but well, Epsilon did take it in the end, so it kind of everyone would have won money if they had put it on it.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, though, is that you know the rule of placing a bet. If you place a bet for this team to win in normal time, you wouldn't have got your money, mate.
Yeah, true. That's it.
They would have stung you somehow. It'd be like, oh yeah. Win in normal time. Nah. It's like me placing a bet on Italy to beat England the other day. Didn't win in normal time, mate, did they? Didn't get my money.
True.
Obviously, I kept that one quiet.
On Italy.
Well,
no, I
come on. I bet you bet on
friend.
England. Yeah, okay, who did you bet on first goal scorer? Well bet. I bet.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
I wasn't going to bet on Rooney, was I?
Nah, and you can't bet on the fat guy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. You know, like England were totally, England were totally outclassed, mate. It's funny. I was sort of like neutral. By the way, me and Arx didn't watch the game together because I've been living in Birmingham recently. So I was pretending to stay neutral, and you know when Italy scored that offside goal?
Yeah.
I went mental. I was like, oh, you know, I was screaming loads, and they were like, I thought you were staying neutral.
Nice.
But Gullywash is going to be.
I don't know, mine's taking a while to load. Is